Welcome back everybody to more Atlas Reactor here on Additional Pylons Games. We're continuing our overview series with all the different characters, and today we're starting on the support characters that I haven't covered yet. And that means that we're beginning with Aurora, ex-scientist capable of destroying or repairing atoms, medium to high health, low damage, medium to high survivability, and low difficulty. She's a pretty classic healer with a couple other abilities mixed in there. So let's take a look at these abilities. So we see Shock Therapy. This is our basic attack. Projected stream of energy, 18 damage against enemies, and restoring 10 health to allies. 5 energy per enemy hit, and 3 energy per ally hit. Our mod gives us 5 health ourselves whenever we use this. So this is really good for if you can line it up. You can heal a lot of your team, you can damage a number of the enemies, or you can do a combination of both. So it's pretty versatile actually, which comes in handy. Next we've got Ion Cloud. This is a 3-turn cooldown blast. Creates an entropic cloud. It's a fancy way of saying this is basically a grenade. So it deals 20 damage and lasts for 2 turns. Getting all tongue-tied there. Enemies that move through it also take damage, and you get 8 energy per enemy hit. I've gone for Overcast for the mod, and that reduces the cooldown by 1. So this is actually a 2-turn cooldown grenade slash area control spell, so very useful. Healing Flare, 3-turn cooldown prep ability. Restore 30 health to yourself or an ally. Knock back enemies next to the target during the blast phase. Gain 12 energy, and I've gone for the mod that allows it to target an ally through a wall, so that comes in handy. We can be behind cover and still help an ally out who's in a tough spot. The knockback also comes in handy, just disrupting enemy formations as well. Especially also if you use it on yourself, the same thing applies. If you get in a tight spot, you can heal yourself, blast enemies away, and then zip away to safety. Paralyzer, this is a 5-turn cooldown prep spell. Unleash a surge of energy, making enemies weak and granting shields to myself and allies for the turn. Can shoot through walls, so that makes this handy. 5 energy per enemy hit, 3 energy per ally hit. Again, this is one of those dual spells. Enemies are also slowed thanks to our mod, so again, but once again, just allows us to use this for multiple different ways, either to help our allies by shielding them, or to harm our enemies by making them weak and not allowing them to do as much damage. Finally, we've got Heart of the Storm. This is our ultimate ability. Project powerful beams in 4 directions. Enemies take 24 damage, and allies gain 24 health. Can shoot through walls, ignores cover. I've gone ahead for a different mod. So the mod is Supernova. Increases the number of beams by 8, decreases their potency by 4. So deal 20 damage, and allies gain 20 health. But instead of just doing it in a basically north, south, east, west, you also get southwest, southeast, etc. So you get 8 directions instead of 4. Comes in very handy. So for our prep abilities, Turtle Tech, because we need to survive in order to heal our allies. Shift gets us out of tight spots, and Second Wind. Don't really need Brain Juice for the cooldown reduction, because I don't use Paralyzer a whole lot, and we've already got a 3-turn cooldown here for our primary heal, our big heal, and we've got 2-turn cooldown here with our mod for Ion Cloud. So going with Second Wind again, just to keep ourselves in the fight and ready for our allies. So we've got Titus for our tank, Suren, another healer on our team, and Pup as our lone firepower. Alright, we're on Omni Reactor Core against Nyx, Finn, Asana, and Oz. And we are playing against bots. That's just so that I can predict movement a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier to predict what bots are going to be doing as far as just their movement, their abilities. So some of the strategies that you see here might not directly link over to PvP. PvP tends to be much slower focused, much more about scouting, poking, much more about striking at opportune moments instead of sprinting up into the middle of things. Guys, it's a little ridiculous. We're going to stay with our allies. Alright. So you can see Ion Cloud, we can use it to hit Nyx here. We can use it to control an area this way. But we're actually going to see if we can't do that there. So what that's going to do, this is our basic ability, Shock Therapy, so this will heal Su-Ren. It'll deal damage to Nyx if we hit Nyx. And Titus, I believe, is dashing over this way. So Titus takes damage. He'll also get healed as well. There we go.
What
2 heals and a damage. And that is a good amount of energy already. 16 energy. Alright. So we are targeting Nyx pretty hard. Let's go ahead and do this. Use Ion Cloud here. And then we can move back. And over.
My reach is endless.
Alright. Su-Ren did some good damage there. And got out of the way.
You can't hide from me. Your soul
Titus is getting
disintegrates.
hit pretty hard.
Fight for your life.
But it looks like Nyx is pretty much done. Yeah, he's definitely done. Good job, guys. Nice job, team. Alright. So they're all lined up nicely for us here. So let's go ahead and use Shock Therapy, and we're going to do damage to 2 enemies and healing to 2 allies. That's pretty decent. We're going to stay out of the main battle for now.
Hot to the touch.
And allow Su-Ren to come up here and get this health if she wants it.
Just what I needed.
Oh, no touching.
Good damage from Pup. Good trap from Oz. Man.
Face your just reward.
Swirling death.
Alright. So we're going to see what our allies are doing here. And we're going to have to choose between healing Titus and healing Pup. Hopefully one of them decided to move out. They're... Okay. So this is not good. Pup looks like he's in a little bit worse position, so let's try and get him healed up. We're going to use our turtle tech since we're in a little bit of danger here, and then
Floating on.
move up. Get this energy.
This energy is overwhelming.
Yep. So there we go.
You'd better hide.
Team is getting hit pretty hard there in the middle.
Let that
So
be your
unfortunately I
last
used my
mistake.
turtle tech for nothing.
Energized.
Alright, so Pup is coming up here for the health, but he is... Okay, so we can use our ability here, like so. Alright.
Embrace the inner beast.
Wow. Lots of dashing.
Rearranging.
So we got 2 heals instead of 2 heals and 2 damage, but that's
Let's see
okay.
how you handle this.
Alright. So I am energized? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use Ion Cloud here to damage Asana and to hopefully put a little bit of
I
zone
can
of
do
control
that.
right here.
Just you wait.
And then we're going to come over to the other side and stick with Titus. So,
I guess.
you can see with Aurora,
Like
she's
2 ribbons.
definitely meant to stay out of the main fight. She's definitely meant to,
Activating catalyst.
again, just kind of your classic support. But the good part about her is that she's able to deal damage as well as heal with pretty much the same abilities. Alright, so our ultimate is ready, and I think we could definitely use it. So we're going to heal 2 enemies and damage at least one, or heal 2 allies and damage at least 1 enemy. So let's use that ultimate, and then we're gonna come back that direction.
Judgment from the heavens!
Yeah.
Embrace your fears.
So we took some pretty big damage, but here's our ultimate. Did 75 damage and healed for 20 health.
I never forget a favor.
Alright,
Riptide coming in.
that's not good for me. So it's definitely time for us to use our shift ability and get the heck out of dodge. Alright, he's using his ultimate for some reason. So let's come back here.
See it through.
No, he's using Prowl.
More.
Control. Prowl Protocol. Sorry. Good shield on
Where do you
top.
think you're going?
Activating catalyst.
Alright.
This is some cutting-edge tech.
Jeez.
Time to feed the eel.
So we avoided a lot of damage there. Ooh. Pretty decent. Then we'll move
We
down
are
here.
of one mind.
So we're gonna... Okay. Oh, that's good. So, at the end of this turn, Pup's shield will explode, dealing damage.
Ow. Rebuild the body.
Stand together, fall apart.
Nice. Alright, so Oz is dead.
Art is long.
Asana is dead.
And life is
And
short.
unfortunately, Suren is down as well.
The mind.
Alright, so we're gonna heal Titus. Big heal there. And then we're going to come back and across.
We are one.
Like water in the wastes.
So there we go. Just keeping ourselves out of the
You
action.
will regret
Keep
that.
our allies
You feel
alive.
safe behind that wall. You should.
And do a little damage as we're able. Unfortunately, that was a wasted heal because Titus is down.
School is back in session.
Alright, we're gonna get this energy and then come along here. We can do a little bit of healing.
Floating on.
So we're gonna try and keep Pup alive if we can.
Getting steamy.
It's not likely.
Pain and gain.
Yeah, unfortunately he's down too.
Redemption will be mine.
Alright, so we're gonna use this again as just a way to exert control over the area. Come up here for health, for the movement, like so, and then keep
Gather
ourselves
round.
out of the main action.
You are too slow.
Right?
Hit of despair.
I'm gonna take you
3 to 3 on the
down.
score right now. Suren is probably gonna die and make it 3 to 4. But it
Observe
looks like we
and
might be able to get
execute.
Finn. He does have his dash ability, or his dash catalyst. We're gonna come here. Alright.
Face me like warriors. If I don't get you, Robot will.
Pain. But I'm so cute. A token of my affection.
You have no choice but to fight.
Refactoring.
So let's go ahead and Get the heal on Suren. Help her out a little bit. And then, unfortunately, we are a split team. So we're going to move down here.
Burst of light.
Yeah, so Finn, what's up?
Say hello to my little friends. You dare strike me? Refactoring.
Thank you for the healing.
As if I needed a reason.
Big swing and big miss from Titus. And
5 turns
Asana
remaining.
is chasing after me. So that's something to keep in mind. Deal damage and heal as well. And then we are going to come up here.
The cycle continues.
Not that we really need the mic, but we want to stick with our team as much as possible.
You try my patience.
Nice. Unfortunately, Suren is probably going to go down. Unless
come
Nyx
any
does something
closer.
really silly.
Rip this
Like that. Alright. Our ultimate ability is also ready. So that's good.
4
These are-
turns left.
Ultimate, we're going to do a fair amount of damage and a fair amount of healing. And we'll come over this... Actually, no. Actually, yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Change my mind again. Alright. So we're going to heal Suren.
Ringing line.
Pride
Finn
goes
is down.
before the fall.
Definitely down.
I
Good block from Titus.
Titus.
There we go.
Titus.
Unfortunately, it's now 4-4, and Titus is pretty well spent.
3 turns left.
He's in a rough spot, and so am I, actually. Can only weaken her, but I can do damage to both of them. Let's do that,
Very
and
well.
come over here.
And now for my next trick.
Am I actually moving? I'm not sure if I actually selected to move. I might have messed that up.
Enjoy the show.
But there's a pretty good chance that we're going to lose anyways, because Titus is very low on health, and I can't heal him.
They're gonna feel this one from space.
Yep. So Titus is down, and that's the game. Unfortunately, it's a loss for us, because of some incompetent
not defeated.
computer allies, but you know what? It is what it is. Hey, mission complete. We collected 100 power-ups. Go us. So we got a new emote, and we got a loot matrix. So at least something good came out of this. But anyways, so that's a little bit of Aurora. Didn't use Paralyzer. Again, I just don't think that it's a very... I don't know. I just don't find it a very appealing ability. That's just me. Anyways, hit like and subscribe. Check out some of the other series going on the channel. Leave a comment below. Maybe you have a different take on Aurora. Maybe you find Paralyzer to be the best ability that she has. I don't know. Anyways, if you do, or if you have some other comments, leave them below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time as we continue our overviews here on additional Pylons Games.